Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How are you this afternoon? Welcome to the Malachi this afternoon. This is a wonderful event that we've trialed today, and I think we can agree, certainly from the participants, that we've had a lovely, lovely day. So the task at hand was to turn up, not knowing what part you were going to play, and reading from the script two plays that were the same era as the Malachi. One's from 1938, one's from 1947. So I do hope that you kind of have a bridge from history to now. I know that the entertainment of the radio plays was a very cherished family occasion, and the recordings that we're making this afternoon will be available for you all to listen to maybe on Christmas Day itself. So I would just firstly like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land, the Wiradjuri and Gundungurra people, on whom the Malachi stands and where we gather today to have a lovely afternoon. And we have two plays for you. They're both half an hour long each. We'll have a 5-minute break in between. The bar will be open. I hope you enjoy yourself. We've certainly had a great time.
It is 4 o'clock in the afternoon of Saturday, December the 24th, in the city room of the Daily Blade. Almost everybody has gone home. A couple of office boys are yawning on the call bench. 3 rewrite men are pecking away on their typewriters and watching the clock. At the head of the room, Tex Court, the city editor, is talking earnestly in the telephone with a hunted look on his face. Nearer the door, Perry Brown, the Daily Blade's best reporter, is chatting with Al Vogel, his photographer. They're both about to leave for Rusty's party when Perry's telephone rings.
Hello, Perry Brown? Yes. Oh, hello, Rusty. Yes, we're just leaving. Yep, I'm all cleaned up. Did the tree come? Good. No, Vogel's sitting on my desk. We'll leave together. Honey, I'm going to trim that tree with diamonds, rubies and sapphires.
That'll run into dough.
Vogel says, by the way, that'll run into the dough. Oh, darling, if you play Silent Night, I'll cry. Yes, I will. I get very sentimental about Christmas. Vogel will cry too, won't you?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, we'll all cry and we'll have a wonderful party. Now, darling, don't worry about the Christmas tree fires. They won't break out until 9 o'clock, and besides, I'd quit before I missed the party. Okay, do you want me to bring anything? Just me? Okay. Love ya.
Why don't you just marry the girl and put her out of her misery?
I'm working on it. By this time next year, maybe. Come on, Al. Let's get out of here.
Right behind you.
Let's go say Merry Christmas to Tex. Come on.
That's a good idea. Come on.
Rusty is about as excited about this party as a 5-year-old kid. This is our first real planned party.
No kidding.
Yes, Mrs. Pedensall, I understand. And I'm sure that we can take care of it. By 11 o'clock at number 3 Cordy Towers. Yeah. Harnessed to the wagon, yes.
Mrs. Pettingskull?
Yes. Yes, it's all right, Mrs. Pedensall. I'll keep in touch with you. Yes, same to you. Goodbye.
Al and I are just leaving Tex. Merry Christmas. And try to get up to Rusty's party if you can, will you, Tex? What's the matter?
Perry, I meant to let you and Al go, but something unforeseen has come up.
Oh, no. You promised me the night off.
You did, Tex.
Yes, I know. And you'll get to Rusty's party later. But did you hear anything about that telephone conversation I just had?
You mean Mrs. Pettingsole?
Tex!
Her nephews have arrived unexpectedly from the west, and she wants us to provide a Christmas present for her.
Oh, no.
She wishes us to secure a pair of goats for her,
Goats?
Goats?
harnessed to a red wagon.
Oh, you're kidding. Goats?
Harnessed to a red wagon.
Is she crazy? Where can I find a couple of goats and a red wagon on Christmas Eve?
Yeah, we're going to find a couple of goats.
You mean, where will you find them?
Oh, Tex, no!
You'll be all right if the outfit arrives at number 3 Courtney Towers by 11 o'clock tonight.
I won't do it. I promised Rusty.
And I promised the wife of our editor and managing director that I will get her 2 goats.
All right, we quit, don't we, Al?
Absolutely.
We told Rusty nothing would keep us from her first party.
Listen, Perry, Al, look, I'm sorry, but I'm on the spot. Do you think I get a kick out of having my reporters used as footmen? Mrs. Pettingill's a bad little girl.
Bad little girl. Huh.
She's a gadfly sent to try us. I'm sorry, but it's all part of the screwy business. And she is the wife of our managing director. Now, please, Perry, there's nobody else to send. Please.
I can't. Rusty will give me the air.
She'll understand. She's a newspaper woman.
Oh, no. Not tonight, she isn't. Tonight, she's a kid having her first Christmas party.
Well, you'll just be a little late. Look, I'll give you a petty cash slip. To rush upstairs and cash it before 5. How much? Sky's the limit.
All right, $1,000.
Oh, I said the sky, not the stratosphere.
You want your stinking goats, don't you? How do I know what I'll run up against? I might have to buy them from the zoo.
Okay. Yeah, if you need any help, call me.
Okay, thank you. And you call Rusty. I haven't got the nerve. She'll think I'm drunk.
All right.
Call her up and say you sent me out to get 2 goats and a red wagon. Oh boy, she'll love you. Come on, Al.
Well, maybe we can get the goats quick somewhere.
Hey, where are you going to go first, Barry?
Where would you go to get goats? Brooklyn?
Gee, Perry, it's nice driving over Brooklyn Bridge at night, isn't it?
Yeah. Holy night, silent night. Where can I find 2 goats?
The old bridge looks pretty with all the lights on it and everything.
Yeah. Where can I find 2 goats?
Hey, just look at the lights on the water, Perry, and the piers. Look, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, Perry, look, that flash of flame down there.
Yeah.
Look, the pier's on fire. Look, will you?
Yeah. Lovely fire. Maybe it'll burn all night. Too bad we can't go.
What do you mean we can't go? You nuts?
My dear Al, consider your position. We're in the service of the rich. We are after goats. We're not reporters. We're lackeys. Mrs. Printing Soul would be very, very angry if we went to a fire instead of buying her 2 goats harnessed to a red wagon.
Perry, look, Look, let's spread. Let's look at the orange and yellow flames. It's like an atomic bomb. or something.
I know. Hush, Al.
Look, maybe I can grab a shot. Slow down, Perry, please. Maybe I can get a picture from here.
No, Al. We must let nothing turn us from our duty. We're not reporters, we're butlers.
Well, I got it anyway. And maybe it won't be, but maybe it won't be the picture of the year.
The first little goat will be silky and white, and I hope it gives Mrs. Printingzole a bite.
Perry, will you stop singing?
La, na,
I
nee,
know
na,
we shouldn't
na,
have come into that
na,
bar
na.
but looking for goats.
Where else will we look for goats?
Hey, Perry, look at that. Look at that taxi over there.
Uh-huh.
Look, it's an ambulance. There's been an accident, Perry. Slow down a little bit. Maybe that woman, she's hurt. Please, Perry, slow down. Let me get a picture, will you?
No. Mrs. Printingzole, say, if I found out you went around shooting a camera at people,
Got it.
stop taking pictures.
You know what? We're lost. That's what. We're lost in Brooklyn and we're here for years and years and years.
We're not lost. If you'd stop taking pictures, you'd see that we are now approaching Cyprus and 283rd. And if our friend the bartender is correct, we're about to get our first goat.
Didn't he have a number?
No, brown shack on the corner of Cyprus and 283rd. That must be it over there beside those signboards.
What? Is this a garbage dump or is that goats I smell?
Now, Rudolph, be a good goat, will you? Now, come on.
Well, what's he stopping for?
I don't know. Now, please, Rudolph, we're almost at the car. Now, in a little while, you'll Mrs. Printingzole, you'll like her.
You can't pull them if they don't want to go.
Now, look, Rudolph, I paid $100 for you. Would you act like $100 goat, please?
He's sniffing at something on the ground.
Huh?
Look, Perry, look. It's a body.
What?
Yeah, look, in the sack there. Look, suffering cats, there's a note on it.
Well, give me your flashlight. Hey. Merry Christmas from the boys.
Well, I think I know him. Flash the light on his face.
Yay.
Holy cow, Perry. It's Pierogia from the Oberon Council offices.
Yeah. He had his nose in the poultry racket, didn't he? Merry Christmas from the boys. What a story.
And now? And how? What a story.
Well, too bad. We're busy.
Perry, you're kidding.
I'm not kidding. Business before pleasure. We're still one goat shy. Pragara will have to wait.
Okay, but just let me take a couple of pictures.
Okay, but make it snappy. All right, Rudolph. I'll give you one more chance. Are you going to get into the car without being kicked? Come on, Rudolph. Get in the back seat, will you? And stop kissing me. I'm driving.
Yeah, and you should have stuck to lemonade at the bar.
Ooh, you should talk. While I think of it, who did you phone in that tavern last night?
The office, Tex.
So what did he tell you?
Nothing at all. He said that Rusty had phoned and said you needn't bother coming to the party, no matter how early you got through. And I just sort of casually mentioned the fire and the Progerer murder.
Ah, that'll teach him to send us after goats.
Where did that bartender say we should go next?
Ooh, a woman by the name of Constantina Buonacasa.
Huh?
Just a couple of blocks more, apparently.
Now what's the matter with Rudolph?
I believe he's slightly loaded. He downed a whole can of beer, and the barkeeper gave him a...
It's likely the can he downed that too.
Mrs. Buonacasa?
Yes?
Well, my friend here and I, as curious as it may seem, are seeking to purchase a goat.
Yeah, a goat.
Yeah, a goat. Jerry, the bartender at Mike's Tavern, said you had goats.
Eh? You make it a Christmas joke, no?
Oh, no.
You come in, we got company. You drink a glass of wine and everything. She'll be all right. Christmas time. Everybody, she feel okay.
Any time but Christmas Eve, it might be a gag. It's dead on the level, sister. I got to get another goat. Now, have you got one?
Yeah, we ain't kidding.
This is a no funny business.
Honest?
All right. You come with me.
You have got goats, haven't you?
Sure, I got it, the goats. Pablo and Francesca, they man and wife. Nice goats, good goats. You like goats?
Oh, sure. We love goats, don't we, Al?
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah. Especially on Christmas Eve, we love goats.
It's in here, the shed. There, Paolo and Francesca.
Goats? Let's go.
Hold it, Perry. We ain't got them yet.
Oh, yeah. Mrs. Buonacasa, how much is it for the big one?
Oh, macrobuliana. I tell you, the Paolo and Francesca, this is husband and a wife. We sell no one. We don't sell one. You married man, I think you understand that.
Oh, yeah, forgive me. Oh, man, you're right. I don't know what I was thinking about.
Yeah, they look so pretty. They're in love.
Oh, sure, look. Look, Mrs. Buonacasa, I got a goat outside.
Yes?
It's the swellest goat you ever saw, Rudolph. He loves everybody.
Crazy about everybody.
What about a deal? I buy Paolo and Francesca, and you take Rudolph in part swap. Huh? You could have one swell loving goat and some cash. Everybody, she's a happy. What about it, huh?
I don't want a one as goat.
No?
No.
What's the matter with only one goat?
What's good is a one a goat, except to another goat?
Except to... Yeah, right, okay. Look, Mrs. Buonacasa, it's a deal. How much?
I'm not sure I want much to sell now.
How about $300?
A breach! Caprice! It's a good. It's Paola and Francesca is a yours. You come to the house and we have some more wine. It's a party. We'll sing along. We'll lift the ceiling.
Dum dum dee da da dee dum ba doo 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 dum ba doo dum dum dum
I knew it. We shouldn't have stayed at Barracast's party so long. I just knew it.
Following da da
Perry, please
da
stop.
dee da 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 da
If
dee.
it doesn't eat, I don't eat still, I'm going to die. Yeah? We got the goat. We've got 3 goats, in fact. Let's go and eat up at Mr. What's his name? Peppersalt's. Where are we? Will you shut up, Rudolph? You too, Francesca. Will you pipe down? Holy smokes, we're up to our neck in goats. What are we going to do with 3 goats, Perry?
What are we going to do?
If we don't eat soon, Perry, I'm going to be sick.
Boo-doo, da-dee-dum, da-da-da-dum, doo-dee-dum, doo-doo-dum.
You know something, Perry? I wouldn't have blamed that waiter if he'd socked you. Russian caviar in a dump like this? Are you kidding?
Run 2. 1 black.
Shh. Al, I'm sleeping. Now, please do not disturb. Allow me to sit here with my head in my hands and suffer. Stop nudging me, Al. Stop nudging me.
Good evening, all. Mind if I join the party?
Rusty,
Hello, Perry. I don't suppose you'd mind if I sat down?
you're sore.
Not at all. It's been a perfect Christmas Eve.
How'd you find us?
You left a trail a blind man could follow. When I saw your car parked outside with 3 goats in the back seat, I sort of figured you might be here.
Oh, don't be sore, Rusty.
Sore? Why should I be sore?
What? What are you doing away from the party?
There is no party. Can I have some coffee too?
What do you mean?
I'm working, everyone's working. There's never been a Christmas like it before. Progoa was murdered. Progoa of the Oberon Council Chambers.
Ooh, for goodness sake. Well, fancy that.
It also so happens that Pier 547 in Bathurst blew up.
Nah, really?
Perry, why do you drink?
'Cause they sent me out on Christmas Eve to buy 2 goats and a red wagon.
Oh, and have you got the wagon?
Uh,
The wagon. The wagon.
I haven't got the wagon.
Well, I have. That's one reason I'm here. Tex thought you'd forget.
Where is it?
Outside, in my car.
Oh, Rusty, you're wonderful.
Am I?
We got 1 goat too many, Rusty.
Oh, you noticed it too, did you? Isn't Mrs. Pentasol going to be surprised?
Oh, what's the matter with them now?
They're frightened.
Now, listen, goats. You're out of the elevator. All you've got to do now is walk down a nice, quiet hall. Here, see? That's it. Now just walk slowly down the hall to apartment 3. Ugh! Stop kissing me. Oh, look, Rusty. Rudolph loves me.
It's 11:15. The Pentasols will be here in 15 minutes.
All right. Vogel, you tell Parlo.
All right.
Rusty, you grab Francesca.
Up you go.
And for you, Rudolph. Oh, dear. Rudolph, you love me. He's kissing me. Merry Christmas, Rudolph.
Whoever answers this door is in for an awful shock.
Are you Mr. Prettingsole's butler?
I am, sir, and might I ask what you are?
Move over. We got goats. You got a bathroom with a sunken tub? Hold still, Rudolph. There. I guess you're clean.
Oh, they both look like fluffy little lambs.
Oh, but a Rudolph here doesn't deserve a bath after smashing Pretexol's mirror.
Well, he couldn't help it. It was the first time he'd ever seen himself with that mean expression on his face.
Uh-huh. Hold still, Rudolph. You'll be dry in a minute. That's a boy. Give me another towel, Rusty.
You've used 5 already. This bathroom looks like a nightmare.
That's a boy. Well, you can't deliver dirty goats to Mrs. Pretesol. Say, he's real cute when he's clean, isn't he?
What's Vogel doing?
Making a harness out of neckties.
Oh, there, he's done. Let's get him harnessed into the wagon and out of here before the Pentesols arrive.
Yep, uh-huh. Come on, Rudolph. You look swell. Well, come on, Rusty. Open the door. Oh, hey, oh. This is sure some dump. Oh, how's the harness coming on, Al?
I used Mr. Pettingsol's neckties. See, look at it. Swell, ain't it?
Oh, Al, it's the nicest harness I've ever seen.
Yeah. Did you ever see a tree like that in your whole life?
Never, and I never will. I'll never ever have a Christmas, not like other people. Never.
Let's get 'em harnessed. Uh-huh.
There. Cinched, red wagon and all.
Yeah.
Now, don't they look cute?
Paolo and Francesca, man and wife. It makes me want to cry. Oops. What are they doing to that tree?
Looks to me as if they're eating it all, a little at a time.
Rudolph? Darn you. Get away, Rudolph.
Perry, look, he'll break the other.
Suffering cats. Shh. Hold it. Here comes the Pettingsols.
Oh. What's going on in here? My vase. Oh, both of them. What is the meaning of this? Who are you people? Alan, are these people from the paper?
I believe they are, my dear.
Get out of here, all of you. You hooligans, you're drunk.
I beg your pardon? We're not drunk.
Of course you are. Otherwise, what's the meaning of the third animal?
It's a spare.
A spare? Is that what it's supposed to be funny? Will you please leave? Alan, I expect you to deal with these people tomorrow.
Ooh, Rusty. I believe Mrs. Prettingsole is sore.
Is she? Well, so am I. Mrs. Pettinsole, you're all through with Perry Brown now, aren't you?
I don't believe I know you.
You're through with him. He's drunk and he's dirty, and besides, he's served your purpose. He got you what you wanted, 2 goats and a red wagon on Christmas Eve. No other man in town could have done it or would have.
Get out of here.
You've been using our office and our staff to do your dirty work for the last 5 years.
Well,
Run errands, fetch and carry, fix things for you, play nursemaid to you. Well, that's out as far as we're concerned. Well, I suggest that when you go to replace us, you go to an employment agency that furnishes trained servants. It will be nice to know that you can call up the office whenever you need an extra butler. Come on, boys, come on, Rudolph. Let's get out of here. I can smell something that has nothing to do with goats.
Well, I never before
Now, my dear. Good night, Miss McGowan, Mr. Bogle, Mr. Brown.
Come on, let's get out of here. Well, we got rid of Al.
Yeah.
Now, if we could only get rid of Rudolph.
I called up the zoo.
Well?
They didn't want a goat.
Oh.
I called up the Metropolitan Museum of Art too.
What on earth for?
I don't know. I thought maybe because it was Christmas Eve, they might make an exception.
Well, what do we do with him?
Honey, I don't know. But I'm not going to abandon Rudolph on some cold, vacant lot. He's got a right to Christmas too.
Well, where will we take him?
I don't know. I guess we'll just wander around Brooklyn with him until we die of old age. Now, don't kiss me while I'm driving, Rudolph. He loves me, Rusty.
I know. I do too.
Do you?
Uh-huh. But for heaven's sake, let's get some coffee. I'm perishing with the cold, Perry. Look, there's a place. Come on, stop, Perry.
All right, all right. Do you think you love me as much as Rudolph loves me?
I think I do.
Okay, Rudolph. Out on your side.
Can't he stay in the car?
Rudolph's got a right to his Christmas too. Attaboy, Rudolph. Go with Rusty. That's a fella.
Come on, Rudolph. Good old Rudolph.
Rusty, honey, I just couldn't leave Rudolph without a home on Christmas Eve. It wouldn't be human.
I know. Do you suppose we'll have to keep him forever?
Here we are. Here we are. All right now, sit down, Rudolph. Sit down beside us and shut up.
Hey, mister, you can't bring that goat in here.
Oh, yes, we can. It's Christmas Eve. Coffee and donuts for two and some wheat biscuits for Rudolph.
Is that what goats eat?
Yeah. Just one of those things. And leave them in the box. He'll eat the box and all. He'll be hysterical when he hits the biscuits after all that cardboard. Yeah, thanks. Here you are, Rudolph. Now don't let me hear a sound out of you.
I've seen everything now. Donuts and coffee coming up.
Are you unhappy, kid?
Perry, I'm an awful fake. I've loved every minute of it.
No fooling.
Uh-huh. I was mad because you wouldn't take me with you.
It's a lousy racket, but we love it. I guess we're out of it now, though. I haven't got a job, Rusty.
Oh, I think we have. Remember when Mr. Penisol said goodnight?
Yeah.
He winked at me.
No kidding.
Uh-huh. He's been wanting to tell her off for years.
Oh, I'll bet.
Perry, can't you remember anything that happened tonight?
Some of it.
Well, you know that there's a bonus waiting for you at the office.
A bonus? What for?
For your work on the Pier 547 explosion. Vogel took a picture of it.
Yeah?
Yep. And he also took a picture of the death of some Oberon aldersman's wife in a taxi accident, and half a dozen of Progoa's body.
What are you talking about?
Well, Vogel phoned the office around 6 and said if we would go to an address he gave us and look behind some signboards, there'd be something for us. There was. On top of Progoa's body were half a dozen photos and a note from Vogel with the captions on it. They're all over page 1 right now.
Well, I'll be. Good old Vogel. I tried to make an honest flunky out of him, but I guess he's just a newspaper man at heart.
So you see, everything's all right.
Yeah, I guess it is.
Now if we could only just get rid of Rudolph.
Yeah.
Hey, mister, give me 2 coffees and 2 donuts to go.
Okay.
Rusty, look.
What?
That kid. Hey, Sonny, come here, will you?
Hello, lady.
Hi, Sonny.
Hello, mister.
Hi.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. Say, how would you like a goat for Christmas?
Her?
Him.
Honest?
Honest.
You mean just take him?
Right now. You wanna?
Gee, do I? Gosh!
Call him Rudolph.
Gee, thanks, mister. Thanks a lot. Come on, Rudolph. Come on.
Well, we've done it, Rusty. We've done it. Rudolph has a home. Darling, Merry Christmas.
Perry.
Hey. Cut out the kissing stuff. I run a respectable joint.
You have just heard "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" by Paul Gallico, starring Peter Jenkins as Perry Brown, Peter Bowditch as Al Vogel, Paul Everly as Tex Court and Paulo the Goat and Mr. Pettingsole, Ainsley Jenkins as Rusty, Patricia Walters as announcer and Mrs. Bianacasa, Robin Wiseman as the waitress, Mrs. Pettingsole and the boy and Francesca the goat, Trish Lane as the butler, the waiter and Rudolph the goat. The music was played by Lucy East and the Foley artist was Amanda Evans. Thank you.
Next week on Radio City Playhouse, Jan Miner gives vitality and charm to the role of... This is Lucy East again. Next week on Radio City Playhouse, Jan Miner gives vitality and charm to the role of Anne Stratton in a tender and beautiful love story called Reflections. That's next week, Reflections, attraction number 67 on the Radio City Playhouse. Merry Christmas, everyone, and good afternoon.